So, the new spot to regain for DMZ is going to be actually at Cruise Terminal, not the place you'd really expect. The reason being is that in Season 5 Reloaded, they expanded upon the missions for Shadow Company, which allows for us to do a little trick to hop into Cruise Terminal for free. So we're going to move that way, and I'm going to show you guys all about that. Take a couple stops on the way. I'd like to get a... Yep, there we go. Having a scuba gas mask is always handy. One of the best pieces of utility in the game. Take a spare self-revive. It's always handy. I started with an armor box. That's my preference. I definitely like to have plates. I can worry about getting ammo later. There's also ammo depots around the map that we can obviously grab. And it looks like we actually have a store here, so we'll just pick up a little ammo box real quick and get on the move. Now, there are some spawns nearby, so I'm going to take the water route as that's going to be the safest way for us to get at least through this portion. And then we'll move towards our Cruise Terminal regain. This spot's really nice. Obviously, a lot of us already know about Zoo. You can drop through the elevator. But a couple things about that particular regain spot is that, one, it might get patched out later. You never know. It's very possible. You know, actually, let's take this route instead. It's very possible that's going to get patched out of the game. And on top of it, it's because everyone knows about it, it's a really hot spot. AI over there. I almost thought that was a player right up there. But it looks like we're good. We're going to snake around, get up here. So, being that everyone knows about Zoo, it's a bit of a hot spot. If you guys play Vondel enough, you'd know that when you go Zoo, you better expect a fight nowadays, because everybody wants that nice, easy regain. This sets us up with a second alternative option that's not as well known right now. So, you know, you won't have that kind of conflict as often as you would at a place like Zoo. It's also bigger, and there's more available loot. Alright, I don't have the gear to fight that yet, and that's not what we're looking for right now. I'm not looking for a fight at the moment, so we'll keep on moving. I probably could have won that fight. I got the jump on him, but, you know, again, that's not what we're looking to do. We're looking to regain first. If we need to defend ourselves, we will do so, but it looks like he wasn't looking for the fight either. Otherwise, he would have pushed. Alright. We're almost to where we need to be. So, with this new Cruise Terminal regain location, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to head right to about here. Or maybe it's here. We'll see when we get there, the exact location. But basically, there's a bomb site that is used for a future mission that you may or may not have done. It doesn't matter whether you've done it or not. You'll still be able to come back here and do this every single time you come to Vondel. Being that it's a story mission, right? I don't think this will ever get removed unless Activision decides to remove the Shadow Company entire quest line from DMZ, which is possible, but I don't think they will. So with that in mind, unlike Zoo, this will probably never get patched. Okay, so it looks like the bomb site's actually a little bit more over here. Right there. That's what we're looking for. Go ahead and clear out these AI. And you don't need any gear to do this, realistically. What you're going to do is you're going to go ahead, plant this bomb. What this is going to do is this is actually going to unlock all the doors at Cruise Terminal for free. So you no longer need a key. Now, one thing about regaining here, different than Zoo, is it's AI heavy. So just be prepared for that. You're going to have to clear out a ton of AI. So we're going to work on that, and then we're going to loot our way through. We obviously have annoying riot shielders to deal with. So you can feel free to bring Syntex if you want to make your life easier. Alright, just running through, clearing, then we're going to do our looting. There's a ton of crates here. It's really nice. Really good regain. So it looks like we even got a safe here, so we'll hit that up here in a moment. Awesome, we got our 3 plate. Now, if we need to get into a fight, no big deal. One thing to keep in mind too is, like I had mentioned, it unlocks every door. So just so you know, in case a team were to, let's say, push up on you, you know, just be aware that they can come from any direction into this building. And as more people start to become a little bit familiar with this, that may become a common occurrence. So just be ready. All right, I want to crack the safe after I've cleared a lot of the AI here, because I don't want too much AI on me at the same time. Nice, we got a backpack. That's a big one right there. Got our second weapon. That's huge. Okay. Almost got dropped there. We have a self-revive, so we'll be okay. Who's this one blasting off a shotgun, being real loud? Ah, riot shielder, of course. Gotta deal with him. Oh, 2 safes. Okay, so now we also know that this is a really lucrative safe location. It's good to know. Didn't even mean to open it, but that's okay. Guess using cover to my advantage. Lose as little plates as possible. Now this plate box come in pretty in handy. And if you're not solo, you know, you're duo or trio, it's going to make doing this a lot easier. And then if you're not fully looted by this point, you can absolutely feel free to then go ahead, head over to Zoo, and, you know, regain even further, which is phenomenal. Go ahead and crack this thing right here. Also, shotguns are incredible in Vondel for dealing with AI, so if you do want to go ahead and pick one up, especially if you're not coming in with much gear, this is going to be your best go-to for clearing this area. Personally, I prefer the Bryson 800 or the Bryson 890, but any shotgun will really do. This one, okay, we're going to ignore this one. The Lockwood 300, it'll do it, but it might be a little rough. Any other. Expedite has gotten some buffs. It's not so bad anymore. We're just kind of keeping our areas cleared here. I'm going to go ahead and drop this down. That's what I'm going to do, just in case we had somebody try to push. I'm going to set that there. Go ahead. Oh, didn't even mean to swap weapons there. Our shotgun ammo back. There we go. Meant to actually hit this phone. All right, area's looking clear. Ooh, we have got a hunt on us. Okay. That being in mind, we got to move now. That changes things. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take high ground here. I hope the helo doesn't stand above me. That would be problematic. Alright, we got our SMG. Okay, so point of entries. We have inside at the elevator here and the stairs. And 1 zip line. So that's something we definitely got to keep in mind here. Oh, that's actually a drill you have to start and restart. Interesting. So that's a special save. I think that's just AI there. Where are they going to come from? I see blue tracers that way. It's not warm at all yet. But if they picked up a hunt on Vondel, they want to do it. That I can guarantee you. What in the world just popped my mind? What? Well, that's unfortunate. Probably some buggy AI shooting through walls or something. That's my assumption. We do have a turret on hand, which can come in handy. I can have that watch the zip if I need. Or I can have it... Oh. Well. That's interesting. Okay. Maybe they suffered a fate from somebody else. That, or they got a mark on my position and they didn't want to give it away when they pushed me. I'm not sure. It's definitely odd. It's definitely an odd one there. Alright, so you know what? We're going to go And we're actually going to go check out Zoo at this point. I've already shown you, you know, everything there is about the regain at that location. There might be a couple more chest locations there, but I mean, we're already sitting pretty. We got a 3-plate, we got a backpack, we got a decent amount of money. So, you know, nothing too crazy there. I don't want to sit in that position any longer since there was a hunt on me. You know, it's just not the wisest thing to do. Let me go ahead and drop these. And get ourselves some more armor plates. You know you'll need them on Vondel, that's for sure. Ourselves something nice. Treat ourselves, you know? We deserve it. Oh. Alright. Okay, we can go loot this crate. Could be pretty nice. Alright, we're sitting good. We're sitting good. Alright, so we got a UAV tower and a SAM site up here. They're probably doing the boss farm mission where you need to kill 4 commanders without dying. I think Vondel's a really good place to do that. You come in, you kill the Helo commander with a SAM site, you take out the bullfrog, easy peasy. You know, you might find the scavenger as well. That's always nice. A lot of AI here, which almost makes me think not that many people have been around here. Could have just been replenished as well. We'll check it out, though. Maybe Zoo went untouched, which is uncommon, but possible. First, we'll check out this. Alright, untouched. I heard shots to my right. Might not be anything perfect. We got our backpack, which is beautiful. Do I want the Chimera? Yeah, that's a nice contraband. Chimera got buffed quite a bit, and it's one of the fastest killing ARs in the game. The only AR killing faster than the M13 right now would be the not the M13. The only gun killing faster than the Chimera is the M13C inside of the assault rifle category. So Chimera is still really good. And I know a lot of you don't like the M13C due to its recoil, understandably so. What was that smoke from? Might be people here, because this is not an active combat zone anymore. So to hear movement under me, it's just weird that I would hear it now, right? I don't hear any, like, I didn't hear anything the whole time when I first got here. So it's either AI have bugged out, and again shooting through walls because they just seem to love to do that, or there's somebody being really quiet in there, maybe camping it even. You never know. You got to be careful. There's some rats out there in the DMZ world.
UAV is on station.
Well, nothing on UAV. Okay, so with that out of the way, we're just going to go back to that spot and go ahead and loot everything up. They could be stealth. It's possible, but I find it unlikely. It was probably just AI, you know, shooting me without even being able to see me. It's a common theme. This update. Which, let me know in the comments below, you guys. How do you guys currently feel about the AI in DMZ? And even more so in particular to each map. I feel like, at least with the active combat zones, Ashika and Al Mazrah, and even Building 21, the AI aren't that bad. But on Vondel, after having removed the ACZs, it's a bit rough sometimes. I don't know. Or do you guys like the heavy AI? You know, maybe some of you prefer that. Which is wild if you do, but I respect it. Take the little cover that we have. Heal up. Reload off. Oh, where? All right, buddy. Looks like I'm fighting players right now. All right. We're going to need an ammo box, that's for sure. Take a gold bar with us. Now, like I said, you know, if you've already gone over to cruise and you've hit up that regain, you can then head over here to zoo. Because let's say you're in a duo or a trio, right? You need more 3 plates. You know what I mean? So far, I think we found 2 3 plates in our run. And there's our 3rd. So that's your whole team geared up. You know, if you go to both locations, you know, you could get lucky and get geared up off of 1. It's also a, you know, large possibility. Let's go ahead and pick that up. All right. I haven't even looted bottom floor yet. Ooh, you know what? This could come in handy. We'll take that with us. I would have to say that Dead Silence is criminally underrated in DMZ. I think the thing about it, though, is it's also, you know, what piece of utility do we want to be carrying? And sometimes Dead Silence is just not a priority, but it really is good. And you can make some seriously nasty plays against teams that could save you or your team's life, you know? All right, we'll keep working here. Another 3 plate. Love to see it. Love to see it. You could even, you know, gear up an entire platoon. I know, I said the bad word. Listen, I know we all real sensitive about the platoons, myself included. I know, it is what it is. Maybe in Season 6, Activision's going to finally make some kind of change to platoons. You know, we'll have to wait and see. I know you guys have expressed to me a lot about how you feel about it, and I feel like the community as a whole feels roughly the same. It seems most people just want changes. Some people want it removed, which is fair. Everyone's got their valid feeling for it. But I do think the majority just want changes to it. Essentially nerf them, right? I'm okay with either, but we'll have to wait and see what they do. All right, so after regaining through both locations, we've walked out with about 40,000, you know, nearing 40,000. If I would have looted everything inside of the first area cruise terminal, then we might have been at that 40k mark or even that 50k mark, but I did skip some. Now, the reason that I wanted to loot both these is because I want to show you guys the safest regain possible. So now that we have enough money for a personal exfil, that's what we're going to do. We want to get in and out safe. This is a regain method for you guys that doesn't involve any PvP. It's just supposed to be quick and simple. You can go and gear up all your operators. So what we're going to do next is we're going to pick a store that is the furthest away from the current exfils, and we're going to go over there and pick up our personal. I'm going to pop this now and see if there's any players around. All right, so we have players here, maybe a platoon, maybe a 3-man and a solo, and they have players here. So with that in mind, I'm actually going to go to this exfil here. Either way, just staying away from the primary exfils is kind of what you want to do. The only team I think we'd have to worry about is over here, because I think if we buy this one, it's going to pop somewhere right there. So we're going to go ahead and buy a personal at this one instead. So pick up this personal. Obviously, I have it discounted, so some of you might have to acquire more money. Keep in mind, I could have just gone to this airdrop right here and picked up more money, which we'll go check it out, because maybe it'll have something handy, you know? Before we do, though, we're going to pop our exfil to have it coming in. So we're doing 2 things at once here. Head over here. You could also use this money to kit out weapons that you either found along the way, and ultimately get just completely geared up off of Vondel. And Vondel, at least in my opinion, tends to be the least risk map in the game. So it doesn't take, you know, you don't have to be a master at the game to go and pull this off, right? So this is really for everybody, especially new players. If you guys have new friends coming into DMZ and they're like, you know, how do I get geared up? You know, I just lost all my stuff. Maybe they're a little frustrated. You know, you can go ahead, show them this. This is the way to do it. And again, like I said, because this is tied to a mission, the likeliness they ever remove the cruise terminal regain, I find very low, right? They, on the other hand, they will probably remove the zoo one. They'll probably board up that elevator at some point, like they've done to some of our regain places in the past, right? So that's why I wanted to find, you know, another type of regain spot, you know, something that will probably stick around and become a staple of regaining inside of DMZ. So I hope that this type of guide-like content really helps you guys and helps, you know, you guys that might be struggling in the DMZ, you know, or just need ways to really gear back up so you can have fun with you and your boys. So and girls, you know. So I hope you guys really enjoy this type of stuff. I definitely plan to make more guide-like videos if you guys, you know, are into this kind of content, because I know a lot of you guys have requested in the past that, you know, you want to know what's the best way to do this, what's the best weapon, you know, etc. You know, you guys are always asking for that kind of stuff. So I hope you guys appreciate it. And next, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the Tempest Razorback build that I brought in. So for this Tempest Razorback build, we have the 60-round magazine. We have the DM Proto Grip underbarrel, which is unique to this weapon specifically, tuned 0.28 towards recoil stabilization, 0.26 towards aiming idle stability. We then have the Harbinger D20 muzzle with 0.95 tuned towards ADS speed and 0.39 tuned towards aiming idle stability. Then we have the 16-inch Tanker V barrel with 0.40 tuned towards recoil steadiness and 0.23 tuned towards damage range. Lastly, as I always mention to you guys, you can use whatever optic you prefer. With this one being that there is such low recoil because of this DM Proto Grip, I opt to use the SZ Holotherm tuned towards FAR of 1.50 and then tuned towards ADS speed of 1.26. This thing is one of the best guns right now, so I hope you guys are into it. Anyways, I hope that helped you guys out. If you guys want more guides like this, make sure to leave a comment and especially like the video, you guys. It really helps get us up in the algorithm and helps us so that I can keep pushing videos of this quality out for you guys. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.